Hey guys! Okay, so, sorry if you also see the glare in my glasses from the light ring. I'm recording on my actual camera today because I have a few different things I want to put into this video, and so, yeah. So it's going to be the reading habits tag, and then I'm also going to do a book recommendation of some books that I've read over this, several years, and then there are a lot of them that are more of them are recent. There's I think a couple that are going to be, ones that I have not read last year, but I've read because, you get what I'm stating. So let's go ahead and get started. But first off, before I get started, I wanted to do a little talk about a brand new company for the book community called Bookstagrammers. Bookstagrammers is a place where us people in the book community can go. Yeah, I typed some stuff up I wanted to say. Bookstagram.com is for all bookstagrammers, booktubers, booktokers, and book bloggers from all over the world. No minimum amount of followers. Basically, like, you could have like 5 subscribers or even 1 subscriber, or just start out and you can join the website. The platform is made for collaboration between brands and the book community. It is free to join and all rewards are paid 100%. No mediation fees whatsoever. I promise you, it was like free. You just need to like complete your profile and everything like that. And then when they come out with campaigns, you could, select that you're interested in that campaign. You wait it will show a date of when the, between, like, the start and the end of the selection period, and you'll get a message, in your messaging, whether you're selected. But most likely, you're always going to be selected for campaigns. And then it is also, it's a website where, us book influencers, can get rewards for making creative content. I'm super excited to be, kind of partnering with them today. So, yeah, I'll leave the link for the website down below. I hope you guys literally, will go and check it out because they are amazing. If you have any questions, they're there to answer them. So, yeah. Alright, so let's get this video started. I'm going to start off with the reading habits tag, and then I'll get to the book recommendations. Question number 1, and there is a total of 11 questions. Do you have a certain place at home for reading? I could read almost anywhere, but I really love reading in my bed. Bookmark or random pieces of paper. Either or. I mean, to be honest with you, bookmark or a random piece of paper, it's fine with me. I don't do the dog ears at all. To me, it's just like it ruins the pages. Number 3, can you just stop reading, or do you have to stop after a chapter / a certain amount of pages? Really, to be honest with you, it's hard for me to stop sometimes, especially when it's a book that is, draws me in and, really into. It's hard to, put it down. Yeah. Number 4, do you eat or drink while reading? I might have something to drink while reading, but as for eating, I kind of try to not to, because if, let's say, if it's something like popcorn, something you have to actually pick up with your fingers and not like a utensil, I don't want the greasiness from it getting on the pages or on the book. Just no. So, just drinking on something while reading, that's more than enough for me. 5, multitasking, music or TV while reading. I've tried with listening to music, and it is a little hard because you want to focus on the lyrics of all the songs and stuff. So I will either be having a like TV series thing playing in the background, or I'll be watching some YouTube, or I'll put a movie on. So yeah. Let's see. 6. One book at a time or several at once. I've tried several at once, and that was a task. So I like reading one book at a time, and right now, at the beginning of this month, I had a hard time trying to read and stuff. Like, when I start a book, I try to finish it. But I don't know, I guess this month is just so much going on all over the place, you know, like around the world, that it's just like, it's distracting. Number 7, reading at home or everywhere. My comfort zone is at home, but like if I have to go to like a doctor's appointment and I know that it's going to be a long wait, then I bring a book with me and I'll read. Number 8, reading out loud or silently in your head. Silently in my head, because not everybody wants to know about every word in the book, because sometimes they could be sometimes inappropriate. Let's see here. Number 9, do you read ahead or even skip pages? I don't read ahead and I don't skip pages. I stay on track when I read every page. And sometimes I go back and I look to make sure that, like, especially when it's like an event that's happening, like a big event, and I forgot what led up to that moment or something, I'll go back and I'll kind of like retrace myself of like what events led up to this big ginormous event, if you get what I'm saying. Let's see here. Number 10, breaking the spine or keeping it like new. That's the one thing that puts my love and hate for paperback. Like, I love that sometimes the cover looks a lot better than some like hardcover books. The only negative part that I have for paperback is that the spine gets ruined, or like, it's kind of hard to explain. Let's say like you're rereading the book over and over and over again, and then lines on the spine starts forming, and it's just, no. Alright, let's see here. Number 11, do you write in your books? No. I mean, if I start a noting, or whatever the word is, like other booktubers do, I think I would just put the tabs, and then maybe some like sticky notes or whatever, but that's it. I mean, like, no. Because to me, I mean, not that I would resell any of my books, but it lowers the value for if you didn't like the book, but I hope you get what I mean. So, yeah, but that is the end of this tag. I tag anybody that is willing to or wants to do this tag. I will also leave the link to the questions, or I'll put the questions down below as well. But, yeah. Alright, now for the book recommendations. What I'm going to probably do is I'm going to make 2 different stacks. I want to put the books I've read recently, like, not this month, but like when I started 2020, well, the books I've read in 2020 will be in one stack, because I want to do the books that I've read in the past first. And so, yeah. First book I recommend is Marley and Me, and this is a true story. And see, look, because I've read this book so many times, like if you could tell, like the lines, yeah. This is a true story, and it's a heartfelt story, and there is a movie adaptation for this book as well, and it's just, yes. And also there is actually which I must have forgotten, The Longest Trip Home. He must have, I guess, he wrote a second book, which I might need to get my hands on, because John Grogan wrote this book phenomenally, like, about their life, like, from, like, the beginning of, I think, kind of the beginning of him and his life relationship to marriage, like, in a fast track pace, and then, like, when they get their dog, and etc. And there's also some, pictures in there, and so... Pictures? Oh. Remember, this was the book, and movie that made you obsessed with the name Marley and named one of your stuffed animals. Next is Alex Flynn Beastly. I read this like, I lost count, several years ago. It's just crazy. Like, look at the wear on it, and like you could see the crease in the spine. And this is why I said love-hate relationship with paperbacks. I do want to get his book Bewitched, because it has to go along, I think, with one of the characters that's in this book as well. And I think Cloaked is the same thing too. But anyways, so good. I highly recommend this. It's basically kind of almost like Beauty and the Beastie, kind of, you know, like bit about a rich boy and the, you know, girl that isn't, you know, her dad's, if I'm correct, an alcoholic or a druggie. I want to say druggie. But anyways, so they don't live the high life at all, and she almost, yeah, just, I want to reread this just because it was a phenomenal book. Basically, you know, he had to get somebody to fall in love with him for the way he looked. Within, like, I think, if I'm correct, a year. And so, yeah, I want to reread this just because, and look, to show that I can, you know, just random. And then next, I have a couple, like, biography bits for, like, Kaylin Lowry, Ashley Salazar, from, you know, Teen Mom, 16 Pregnant. And then I do have, like, two of Tori Spelling autobiography books. You know, like, I love autobiography type books as well. This one is Love, Tanya by Tanya Burr. It starts from the beginning of, like, her life and from, like, young age and, like, where she is today. And, like, and there are, towards the back, like, some of her favorite recipes. Like, I want to try them because they look just so phenomenal. But, yeah, I read this a while back. I am in love with this book. I want to read, I think there is a autobiography for Sprinkle of Glitter. I like reading biographies and such as well. Like, I think that's what started my reading journey, besides, like, Harry Potter and stuff, was, you know, like, autobiographies. Alright, now, for the recommendations from books that I read last year, and there's quite a few, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. We all know about this book. I read this last month, and it was phenomenal. I want to get my hands on the second one, and it is... And there's also another problem with the ring light. With shiny covers, it reflects. But anyways, this is Watercross by Mary Lou, and it's just amazing. I mean, like, what more can I say? It's like one of those, like, it... And I read this in 24 hours, by the way. This is the biggest book I've read in 24 hours. And yeah, like, I just could not put it down. It was addicting. It kind of has like a Ready Player One vibe, but the gaming is different. The storyline is just a little bit different. And so, yeah. Next is The Couple Next Door. I kind of wish I kept the dust cover of it because it was just phenomenal. Maybe I'll get like another different, maybe edition or something, if there is one. But basically this talks about a couple, if I'm correct, well, the setting, because I I remember the whole storyline, but I forgot the setting. I want to say New York. And yeah. Something happens to their daughter. Not like, no death or anything like that. But anyways. Basically she was kidnapped. They were having to solve it themselves while along the lines of having the police involved. And the police kind of pinpointing them as, like, suspects and stuff. And it was just,
I thought you were talking about me for a second. I was about to say, I'm right here.
But yeah, I highly recommend. Ooh, I don't want you falling. Okay, next is Hocus Pocus and the all-new sequel. I loved this book. Nostalgia is at its finest for me. This book here has both the beginning story, you know, where it's Max, Danny, Allison, like, at war with the Sanderson sisters, and then comes the future of Danny and Allison's child, and, you know, their battle with their friend, with the Sanderson sisters. It's amazing. I mean, it's different. It is. And I love the way this cover looks, to be honest. It's just like, but yeah. Love this book, and I will always pick this back up, especially during spooky season, just because, yeah, because basically it's set around like Halloween, and, you know, it's amazing. Next is The Girl Who Drank the Moon. Amazing. Phenomenal. You know, like, Kelly Barnhill did this story so well, to the point, like, I wish this could be a series, but, yeah. If I can remember the rating, I gave it 5 stars, because, like I said, dude, I read that fast. I want to say it was a week. And the book that I read, the first book that I read in 24 hours, Zombie by Darren Shan. I raved about this book. I also, when I read A Wrinkle in Time, and I went and tweeted about it, how it was like the first book I read in half a day, and then how the first book I read in like 24 hours was Zombie by Darren Shan, and he liked my tweet. I was just like, oh, yes! I was fangirling for like a little while there, because I was just like, because I didn't even tag him in it at all. It's just like, I'm like a huge fan. I want to get the rest of his zombie series books, but then I also want to get the rest of the books that he's ever written, because I know they'll be phenomenal. Like, yes, because like, I'm pretty sure I'll have like a small bookshelf filled either halfway or like almost all the way with nothing but his books. Next is Burn Our Bodies Down by Rory Power. I loved this book. It was a little different at first, and I thought I was going to DNF it, but then I was just like, no, let's backtrack yourself. And then I kind of understood everything, and then I continued on, and so, yeah, amazing. Next, I finished this last month as well. This is All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace. It's amazing. I cannot wait for her second book to come out. If I'm correct, All the Fates and Tides, and then it comes out February 2nd, if I am correct, and I cannot wait. I'm going to definitely snatch that book up. So good. Like, Amora, Bastian, Ferric, if I'm saying his name right. Just the whole... Yes. Now, for my all-time favorite one, and I think it will always kind of be my favorite book, just because, I don't know, I think I like spooky, like, things and whatnot, and to me it's like a little spooky, so I might reread this in October, as well as the Hocus Pocus book, is The Kingdom of the Wicked. It was amazing. Carrie Maniscalco. It's just, I want to get more of her books as well. There's a couple of them that I have my eye on, but this follows an Italian girl in Sicily and her summoning the devil because she wants to figure out who killed her sister. And she slowly falls in love with Wrath, one of the princes of hell. But I cannot wait for the second book, fall 2021. Cannot come any faster. And if I am correct on the month that it's supposed to come out, it is October. And if I'm correct on the name, Kingdom of the Cursed. And I want to say that it has to do with maybe more on Wrath as well. Who knows? But yeah, and that's the end of this. I hope you guys enjoyed. Alright, that's basically it. A tag video, a book recommendation. I mean, what more? Oh, and then talking about a company. Oh, like, what more can you ask for? Comment down below what books you recommend. Maybe I'll get my hands on a couple of them. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment. Let's see here. I want to do an emoji. A book emoji? I think that would be appropriate, being that, it's all, for all the book recommendations that I have done. Subscribe if you already haven't. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see y'all next time.
Wait.
Bye, guys.